Hi guys, this is Sansanmashi, and this is just a vlog video, I guess. Well, this is because I wanted to share a specific thing, but now I'm just gonna vlog about my night. It was a really good night. Long story short, we eventually went to the movies and we watched the new Amazing Spider-Man, or whatever it's called, Multiverse Spider-Man, the one where there's like a bunch of different Spider-Man people. It was really good, and I got very emotional. And so I came home, and then I was watching this video. It's called like 5th Dimensional Habits That Will Raise Your Vibration. And then basically like one of the habits is like put your hands like on your chest and just raise the awareness by like feeling your heart. I don't know. And then I just started getting really emotional just now because it's like that's my heart, you know? Like, and he's so right. Like, all the time we're like thinking so much, right, with our thoughts. Just put your hand over your hearts for, he says like 5-10 minutes, just whatever you want to do, but like I could be here for a while, you know, of just like feeling your heartbeat and just realize like that little guy in there is like keeping you going. And so it's like that gratitude, you know, like like, thank you, heart. Like, I put you through a lot, and you're keeping my body going. You know, it's like I'm well aware. You know, gratitude for my brain that allows me to like do all this stuff. But like, my heart is like, it's like giving it all life, and it's just doing that by like beating, pulsating, or whatever. So yeah, that was my vlog video. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think you guys should all give it a try. Just like think about it. It's like, I don't know. I do this sometimes and like, it's always like emotional, but just times where, you know, you're like, you want to be in like good health and good condition, whatever your health or condition is, just like knowing your heart is still like being, it's still fighting, it's still like giving life. It's crazy. And then like, of course, every cell in my body and just everything. But like, wow, just feeling your heart just gives you that awareness, you know? Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna continue watching this guy's video. There's like about 3 more minutes left. Love and light, guys. Have a great night. I'm gonna go to sleep pretty soon. Oh, and he talks about like, you know, your beliefs kind of create your reality. So if you're ever feeling negative about something, ask yourself like, what am I believing that makes me feel that way? And then whatever that belief is, I guess change it the best you can, and then like it'll help shift whatever the situation is. Like, you'd have to let go of like needing the script to be written a certain way, but instead just have like a, okay, however the script is going to be written, I can believe that it's for my highest good. I can believe it is for me, and like choose what that is. And when you do that, you change the future script. You can't change the present script, sure, but you can keep changing. Well, you can, but like once the past happens, you can't like undo that script, you know? So yeah, I was just like watching this guy's video and I was just like, yeah, like I always have a hard time putting things into words sometimes when I like talk to my friends about this kind of stuff, but this guy's video is really cool, and I feel like it came at like the perfect time just to give me that extra reminder of like, okay, thoughts and beliefs become reality. Like, and so like my big thing is like, my big worry is like I'm wasting time, and that's a belief. So like now I'm like, next time I feel down in the dumps, I'm gonna be like, I'm not wasting my time. Like, I believe I'm exactly where I need to be. Like, whatever is going on. Even if I don't feel that way, I can believe that way, and it'll probably helped shift my situations. And actually looking back, I remember there were a bunch of times where I would tell myself that, or all the time, you know, like whenever there's something negative, I'd counter it with like, you got this, like I got this, like I'm where I need to be, or like this will make sense soon or in the future or something. Like a lot of that kind of stuff, just trusting like whatever the situation, I'm like, okay, like there has to be like some sort of reason. And then like past that, the reason is kind of just love, and finding love in anything can kind of set you free from that situation. Yeah, it's really awesome when it's just always awesome finding love in anything, in my opinion. But like there are like really painful ones where you're like, oh, that was love too. Oh. Which is I guess for me, that like how I relate with what I was just talking about is like, I guess like trauma type stuff, you know? Where you're just like, ooh. It's kind of like a bent version of love, like and it's bent because the perception. It's kind of like with things you love, you can look at the perception through like looking, and then like when it bends, you have to turn as well to see it. They're like, the more bent, the harder it is to see like what it actually is, which is love. So if you turn enough, you'll be able to see right into whatever your situation is. So sometimes we're really afraid of certain things or certain thoughts, like what if it's not, like what if like this happened, what if, you know? Sometimes we gotta really shift all the way and look at that straight in the eye to like kind of see that. And that doesn't mean like for example, like what if you like hit your hand with a hammer? It's not a great example, but what if, you know? It's like you don't have to test that necessarily like with the 3D space. You can just what if it, you know? And think about that, and like it can be scary to a certain level, but then like, well, that one doesn't really make sense. Sorry. Let me try to find a different example. Basically, it's like, what if something bad happens? No matter how extreme. What if something good happens? No matter what. You, as an existence, will always exist. And that surpasses things like, I don't know, pain or hurt or death or all the other versions of things that we think so positively of. Like everyone's like, woo, life, you know? Because life, that makes sense. Or like, I don't know, happiness. Nah,